bring you up. Hey, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm taking it easy, man. Just trying to make something happen. So, how's it been? I mean, the season's over. You got time to relax now, or is it time to relax?
Nah, probably took 3 days off. That's it. Ain't no time to relax to get to the next level.
I hear that. So let's talk about something for a second. You rewrote the Virginia Union record book, right? Which kind of cemented yourself in HBCU football history. How does it feel to leave such a legacy? And what do those accomplishments mean to you?
To leave a legacy like that, it feels great to actually leave a legacy. But it's really not about my legacy, if you want to be honest. It's, it feels great to have all the accomplishments and stuff like that. But when you got kids that's looking up to you and they got the same height as you, make the same weight as you, and got to go through the same path you went through, it's just like, hey, show them that they can get found anywhere and just do it for the next generation and show them that you can be great at any level.
So, and that's key. But like right now, we've talked before. Me and you sat down, busted up a few times. I followed you, but one thing I followed you about is your faith in God. And how that is guiding your journey. Can you share how your faith, guides you, how you build on it, and how it puts you in those directions?
My faith literally made my whole life. You get what I'm saying? I wake up every day. That's be happy. That's all you gotta always have to be. And then it's just like, when he writes your story already, you just live in the actions already. Like right now, this is part of my life right here. This interview was something God wrote in his book and said, hey, Jada, you got an interview at 2:00 today. Be ready. That's what I'm here for today. So it's just, I got faith in God. You just gotta give it to him. Your life would be where you wanted to be at. And it's another thing, like if you was to ask God right now, hey, God, give me everything I asked you for, what kind of work did you put in? So then it's like, now you got everything you asked for. Now it's like, wow, my life boom. Like, I got everything I asked for. God gave me everything I asked for. But it's about the work and the process that you put in to get to where you want to be at. That make the journey funner.
I hear that. And that is, you've had an interesting journey though. Just outside of life. You've overcome some significant adversity, like transferring schools. We've talked about your daughter and all those other things. How has your those struggles, how did those experiences motivate you?
Well, my daughter, it motivated me to another level because I couldn't be by her side. And at any given day, like I could have lost my daughter while I was in school. And that's, that's a hard, traumatized thing to go through. You got to think about that every day. And I'll never forget my freshman year, my daughter was in the hospital. She was doing good. And I had got sick at school. And I was I couldn't, I'm not going to say move, but I was throwing up everywhere. I had the rhinovirus. My body was overheating. And I get a call like, hey, your daughter's sick now. Like, what? Y'all just told me she was doing good. She's like, she's sick. I'm like, all right. I start feeling better. They called me, hey, your daughter feeling better, So I felt I had a connection with my daughter from my left side. So it was like that just gave me the motivation. Like, my daughter's fighting every day, and I got to fight out here every day. If I give up, she might give up. You get a chance. So and it just really felt crazy and real.
Wow. And that's a beautiful thing to have that, to feel like that special connection with your daughter. Also that motivation. And talking about some of your motivations, I was there. I got to see this historic performance. As you grew up, I watched you for 3 years now. You had 1,900 yards your sophomore year. You got injured in your junior year, and now you were able to put another historic season together. Talk about like how much that means and your passion and all those other things.
It means a lot to me. But like I always tell people, I'm the most humblest person you ever meet. I will never be on here talking about all the great things I did because there will be a lot of things to talk about. And it's just like my freshman year I only had 910 yards, come back, rush for 1,900. Junior year, get hurt, still finished with 1,200. And then this year I finished with 2,000. It's just like Coach Parker and that front five put me in great hands and had me do what I need to do. But Park gave me the opportunity. Our front five gave me the opportunity. Every hole they opened up, every block they made for me. So it's just me being me.
And we as we both said about your injury in your sophomore year, what did you do differently to come back stronger in your senior season?
I just took care of my body more, watched film more. And instead of doing the extra little things I did on the side, I just exit out the extra little things and focus on the more big things and get them back to where they need to be at.
I hear that. Can you give me an example of some of the little things that you worked on?
So watch film more, strengthen my body more, stretching at night during the day, so keep the joints loose. So and that's really about it.
So now, as you worked on that, we noticed also you had that NIL deal we talked about with
Good Feet.
Good Feet. How did that play into also your recovery and all those other things?
To be honest, that played in 99% of the time. The soles and that they give me, it just feel like I'm running on clouds. Like my feet and my whole body. At first I had lower back problems and I could never sleep on my stomach how I wanted to. And when I start wearing the shoes and putting them in my regular shoes and my slippers and all that, it just made my body feel so much better. Feel like my knees going up all the way up. And I told Mr. Johnson, I said, I needed this, and I appreciate that.
And how much, I'm being kind of facetious, but how much did that play into that historic performance?
It played a lot. Because every day I got them shoes in my cleats. Not one game I haven't played with them shoes since I had the NIL deal.
So now when I ask, I'm joking about the souls in the game at Bowie, but I was there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was amazing performance. What was your mindset going into that game?
My mindset going into the game was just to win. We can't lose. We trying to go to the CIAA championship, and we on this run. Don't let nobody stop us. But I know it was a record day for me, but everybody like if it was more important of a record day, excuse me, when your offensive line wanted more for you. Like, because my goal every game was to get 250 yards. Like the first game we played Kentucky State, I'm gonna go back. I think I finished like 214, 215, and my offensive line was like literally walking up to Coach Clark, and we up like 48-0 I think at the time. Hey, coach, let Jada get them 35 more yards. Like, let's go put them in there. Like, it feels special when the boys do that for you because they want it for you, and it make me want it more for them. And when they want it more for myself, so. When that day came, it was like, hey, Jada, let's go get the job done. I had Mark with me, the quarterback at the time. He's like, bro, can you break one? Like you always want to break 20 yards. Can you break a touchdown the first play? And it happened. I was like, wow. The offensive line opened that hole up so perfect. Anybody can run through there.
Yeah, I was at the game. It was interesting. And it's to be a small running back, you're very aggressive and physical also in the game. And to watch that performance was really it was a blessing for me to be there. But I noticed something else also is that you have a great relationship not only with your teammates, but with your position coach and Coach Parker. Explain that to me.
Hey man, I'm gonna start with Coach Parker. He gave me the opportunity, and he started saying it this year. Any man that asks more than the opportunity is ungrateful. And that's all I wanted from people. Like since I was in high school, Coach Parker gave me the opportunity, and I ran with it. And it's like I could talk to him about life things too. When you could talk to a coach about life things and not just football, it makes every connection better. And with Coach Ryland, hey man, I be talking for hours on here about him because it's like he made me realize what a man really is. If that makes sense, like he really sat there with me. Hey, what's your credit score? Let's work on this. Let's work on that. You got 2 kids. Like the same thing you was doing in college, I was doing. I had 3 kids at the time, so it was like, wow, like listening to somebody that's been through the same thing that I'm going through right now, it takes relief off my shoulder because I know I can go talk to him about anything. He's always there for me. I can call him 12 o'clock at night, 3 o'clock in the morning, and anytime I do call him at the time at night, they know something's going on back home, and he answered the phone, and he said, "Jay, do you want to sit on the phone for a little bit of time?" I'm like, "Nah, coach, I just want to play football. I'm just letting you know what's going on in my life. I just love Coach Ryland a lot."
I heard that. I like Coach Ryland too. That's my man, and I get the vibe from him. So we talk about your relationship with the coaches. I also see your relationship with the team. Now with all the NIL stuff, explain to me is that part of why you stayed all those years?
Nah, to be honest, I'm just a loyal dude. That's just me. Like anybody come get me or any shot or opportunity at the next level, I'm gonna just be a loyal dude and get my all to the program. And that's how it was for me when I got to Union. When I was at Sacred Heart, coach told me like, hey Jada, I think it's best for you to red shirt, I went about it the wrong way and flunked. I ain't gonna say flunked out, but you didn't do what I was supposed to do. And Union gave me the opportunity, and I stayed in there loyal. And one thing Coach Hand told me, he was like, that's our receiver coach. And I got a great bond with him too. He was like, Jada, just keep being you. And he was like, why be a Nemo in a big pond out there if you could be this great well in this little pond out here? And when he said that, I've sat back and said, why not be what I'm doing? Why not keep getting up 20 to 25 carries a game? If we performing at a great level and we winning, instead of going to getting in the portal, now I go to, let's say, an FCS school, and now I'm only getting the ball 12 times, rotating in and out with this person, that person. Not saying it's not a bad thing, but why not get it where it's good at?
Makes sense. That makes sense, man. And that's interesting. Your loyalty, one, but also you trusting your coaches, man. And how does that, like, because you talk about your loyalty, and I've seen you at home too.
Yep.
They really love you at home. I got to talk to your uncle. He told me that story about you.
Major League
return. Yeah. Story. So, but you also go back and do things for the community. Tell me about what impact you're really trying to have on.
I'm just trying to give my community something the community ain't giving me. That's all that's the only way I can put it. Because it's a couple people that's in the NFL right now that do a lot of things for a certain part of our communities, and they don't do where they came from. I'm going at where I came from and where I can put an impact on somewhere else. Because at the day, your face and your last name is going to carry a lot for yourself. So they can say, that Byers kid just came to Atlantic City and did a camp for these kids out here and talk to these kids about something great. Or this Jada Byers kid might go to Florida and talk to this Florida school. So it's like, it's not about just where you come from. It's about everybody, because you can put an impact on everybody, because everybody goes through the same things, but they're just in different countries and counties. So when I come back home, it feels more special because I'm back home and, the kids really look up to me and they like, oh, Jada, I want to be like you. Jada, I want to be like you. And I told them, I am you. And they was like, what you mean? That's my clue, the brand I started with my shirts and all that. And they was like, what that mean? I was like, I am what you want to be. So do what I did, but better in life in general. Don't go about nothing the wrong way. Always listen and talk to anybody. You get what I'm saying? Because some people may go out here and talk to this billionaire that may not give you the information this homeless guy can give you. And sometimes homeless guys may give you better information than a billionaire. So it's always best to listen to anybody and everybody. You close people out. You closing that door you closing that next door that's opening for you.
Yeah. And so, you mentioned a few things about your community, and we talked about your daughter a little bit earlier. How do you balance being a father and being able to do what you do at school and football?
The way I balance that is my support system. My son, mom, my daughter, mom, they just got my back. Always got my back. So it's just like, why not? You can't do it without no support. My mom, my dad, they families. So it's like, hey, everybody's on board. So why not let Jada keep doing what he want to do? And everybody already knew the plan was Jada want to get to the next level. Jada don't want to be a deadbeat. He don't want to be another shoulda, woulda. So hey, let's get on this boat and ride. And don't let no water inside this shit.
So you mentioned, you said you want to get to the next level, right? What are your aspirations? I mean, what is your plan and focus and mindset right now as you attempt to get there?
Hey, right now I'm just about to go to Texas, work out all the way to the HBCU Combine, run great numbers there, run that 4.3, put up 225 about 20 times, and then move on from there. Let the numbers be itself.
So what's your mindset going into the Combine?
Hey, just be you and have fun. Don't be too nervous. Just be you. Always just be you. Don't try to change yourself for somebody else. That's like saying right now, if we're going to say the Green Bay Packers was to say, hey, Jada, we want you at 215 pounds and we'll draft you. Yeah, but why not bet on myself? If I bet on myself and I go in there and just be myself, now it's like, oh, this kid, he's what he want to do. Now when you get here, we can turn him to that. Instead of the Bills might say, hey, Jada, we like who you are now. When we get here, we're going to turn you into this. Why not go be that?
Have you talked to any other teams yet?
I haven't talked to no team personally, but they talk to like Coach Parker and Coach Allen every day about me. And Coach Parker will give me a call like, hey, this scout said this, this scout said that. So it's really high in the works right now that I will be going to the next level.
And it's interesting now, like you see a lot more players in recent memory getting some acknowledgement or being noticed to go to the NFL and getting in, right? And as that's happening, right, how has your HBCU experience prepared you for these things that are happening right now?
Oh, it prepared me a lot. And what I mean by it, say it prepared me a lot because just union in general, like I always say, it's like a big family union every day. Like you could go talk to anybody and really sit there and listen. People will try to guide you in the right way because they know what kind of generation we are in now. This generation is easily influenced by the internet. The easiest way. And it's like, hey, you got to just stay focused, keep your television and keep going.
I hear that. I was going to ask you, you've already answered that question because I was thinking about asking you, what is some of your advice to aspiring athletes? But you kind of answered that several times as we went through this. And so now, as you reflect on your journey, right, what moment stands out the most?
The moment that stands out the most, you want a good moment or a bad moment? Because to me, my bad moment stick out more than anything.
That's up to you. What you want to
say? Hey, the moment that's going to stick with me forever is, fumbling back to back in the Valdosta game. But other than that, if you want to say good, just, winning that CIAA championship back to back.
Why that moment?
The moment for Valdosta is because it was, it was a big game. We wanted to go to the national championship. We finished in the Elite Eight. Hey, we did something that no union team has ever done. But it's like we wanted more, and I wanted more to myself. And the CIAA championship, any moment can get better than that. You're a champion back to back. So I feel as though if you win it, you're always going to feel great.
Now, last thing, and I'm not going to hold you too long. Who or what is your biggest inspiration, and how do you stay focused on being great?
God, man above. That's the only way. That's the only inspiration and motivation I need. And with my kids at that, so I can't say nothing else after that. Like I always tell people, God giving you what you want right now. What kind of work have you done? It's about the journey.
I hear that. Well, look, man, I appreciate you as always. Thank you for coming to talk to us, man. And we'll definitely stay following your journey, brother.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
Take it easy.